What's up, witches? Today we're gonna go over a paranormal story time of my uncle's creepy farm. This experience with the haunted house and the farm has been the most positive ghosty experience that I've ever had. In fact, I could push it a little bit further and say that these are the friendliest ghosts I've ever met. So there's a lot of history involving this farm. It was built in the 1800s in Illinois, and we actually did know the previous owner who did pass away in this house. And it was my Uncle John's really good friend, Greg. And I knew Greg when he was alive as well. And he was always just a bright, caring, light energy person, just good vibes in general. So the most recent thing that happened to me at the farm, I was laying down and I was feeling kind of lonely. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I'm completely alone. And I was staring into the fireplace, all cuddled up. And then I heard what I thought was my uncle's voice in the other room because it sounded just like him. Like he was just walked in the door and he was talking on the phone, happy, chatting with someone. And I said, Uncle John, is that you? Waited for a response. Uncle John? And then I was like, Uncle John, I hope that's really you. I go out to the kitchen, nothing, nobody, no cars in the driveway. I check my phone to see if it's connected to a Bluetooth speaker somewhere. It's not. I check and see if any of the TVs are on. They're not. And I was just like, okay. But I don't take that as a bad thing just because I know Greg in my life and just the energy that I get from the farm is very friendly. So I took that as a comfort, as them telling me you're not alone. But it was kind of freaky, so I've made it a point not to think in the farm I am so alone because then I'll start like hearing voices. So I always got that haunted feeling like someone was around or I was being watched, and I brought it up to my uncle, and my uncle started out as a skeptic. So I thought to myself, well, this is going to be really interesting considering you're going to be living in this house and it's haunted. Strangest phenomenon that I have actually had at the farm was, it's in Illinois, so it's really cold. And once the well water is out, it's cold, okay? So I barely had enough time to finish up my showers. And I just got in a moment of desperation when I ran out of hot water. I go, Greg, can you please just heat up this water for the bath or for the shower? And then the water just got hotter, and that doesn't happen with well water. And I had a piping hot shower the whole time. And ever since then, ever since I've been staying at my uncle's house, I've asked Greg to heat up the water, and it's worked every single time. Ghosts in the farm are like, you okay, sweetie? Do you need anything? Hot water? I got you. I'm not a regular ghost. Like, I'm a really cool ghost. Second year of college, I had a room, but it was really cold and it was a very old building, so I was like always freezing. And I figured, hey, if Greg heated up the water, maybe he can like heat up my room. You know, like I might as well just ask, right? And then it got warmer, a few degrees warmer, and every day it got a few degrees warmer till it was a noticeably 10 degrees warmer in my room than in the rest of the house. Also, more of a clarification on how warm this room actually got. I used to go to bed in matching fleece, full-on pajamas, and fuzzy socks, and at the room's hottest, I would fall asleep in a t-shirt and boxers. Even my uncle knocked on my room one time, who was the skeptic, and said, do you have a space heater in here? Why is it so warm in here? And I said, I asked the spirits to heat it up. You can like look in my room and check to see if there's a space heater or not. And he just kind of gave me a look like, you know, no thanks. I'd rather not know. My uncle has been a really good sport about this whole experience. I think that it's definitely changed his perspective on the afterlife. Having lived in that environment for so long, there's no way that you could be a non-believer with how active the house is. but he's doing all the right things intuitively. He has framed pictures of the man that lived and died in the house and built the house, pictures of his friend Greg, so they are very much honored in their home, and it's just a really good coexist situation. So it just depends. Sometimes you can coexist with spiritual activity, and if it's really negative or the D word, I have a really good house cleansing spell, and I'll be sure to link that below. And thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, tell me if you hate it. Actually, don't. Keep that opinion to yourself. Blessed be, love and light.